We'll do it into the regular microphone. Welcome to the second instance of Oscillate Poetica. I'm Jason. I run Pencilhouse. We are a 501c3 organization, nonprofit. We work to provide feedback to new and developing creative writers directly from their more experienced peers. So we bring in volunteers to read and provide feedback to folks. We also do weird little things like this, where we bring in poets and musicians from around the area and elsewhere to make little weird events like this. Pencilhouse for me is also a way to participate in the literary community in an additive, helpful way. I want to have and make fun at it and with it. And that happens for me with things like experimentation of forms, taking music, taking poetry, nailing them together, just to kind of see what we can make out of it together. So today we're hosting Umin, who's a longtime Cincinnati avant-garde. Is that avant electronic? Is that... You just said yourself you don't fit anywhere, so I can just call you whatever I want, right? Okay, great. So he's been working around Cincinnati at what he does for a really long time. Claire LeDoyen is a new friend, a poet and author, currently on tour by train and bus in support of her debut chapbook, The Word You Were Looking For, published by Stevenallenmay at Plan B Press. So what we'll do is we'll let Umin kind of get warmed up a little bit, play a couple tunes, and just kind of whenever you're comfortable, Claire, come up and read. We've got a small crowd. I assume and hope everybody else is going to read for us as well. You can use either microphone if you want. This one sounds like a telephone, so if that's your jam, give it a shot. So yeah, thanks for coming. We're planning to do another one of these in September, and we hope to see you there. And also, just so you know, we are recording this, so I would be absolutely happy to share with everybody the audio once we're done processing and mixing and mastering and stuff like that. Shouldn't be any more than a few days. So thanks, and thanks for coming.
I have trouble finding an entry point to this field open around us. Some rubble manifests above our heads. There are forces bumping into other forces, gaining territory, possession of greater surface area, changing amplitudes. We all keep banks of focus. They are around the air, they can often be invisible, and they are situated disproportionately, calcifying. And all their waves are particles, and all particles waves. I don't know the exact conversions, but I read once that enough human bodies could produce 1 gram of gold. So if you were willing to waste an enormous amount of energy upon a sacrificial pyre, you could try to have a good economy for the next few decades. My sword pierces your defenses and pulls the wreckage to my pile. The space you took up, now a residual haunting. We move around. The holes in our understanding, wondering what happened, to who and what was here previously. I heard freedom could be purchased with $1,000 in gold and silver, like someone, an alchemist, could undo enough trauma that all the hurt of a body's network could become a home. In the perpendiculars, small particles of gold keys float around the air. In pure wave playing field. Do you feel me? Holding your hand as we garden, our heads touching. As I travel to hell, from hell, or whatever plaque in the ditches of our networks. Down the rivers are shipyards and the highway some private. Machines and house slippers move slower than time. I was angry and the taillights of a cop car burst. There is a war. And when it's over, the winner will have 1 scoop of the resource in dispute. I heard all our spirits let loose at the start of discussion, even those I thought locked, released into the space. Good, this is new, but we're all still hanging out above and about ourselves. Last Christmas, my family exorcised a spirit from my bedroom. I think it was me, I was haunting my own room, losing keys wherever I went, followed by a trail leading backwards. Don't you stick your finger in my twirling God. Don't you throw that stop sign and freeze it. This interesting Band-Aid, this hybrid baby, of which we are all mothers, birthing a part, coming together to get it together. I wonder how many people have been killed by people I know. And if it's different in places not filled with complexes and bases, what privilege to know more people who have killed than people who have died. I wonder how many ghosts the U.S. military has created. Haywire vibrations beat me up and down all these different staircases, taken hostage by angry spirits all the time. Even my own came out of me and jumped my ass. I'm a bull under the full moon, tearing through a field, cold, not without joy. The world ugly as fuck. Sometimes I laugh here with velocity, powerful and cynical. We migrations beneath and throughout ocean, just space-time, body in the water. Traffic, your body. Help me consider iconoclasm and detours. Not caring what you say, but I ask like a mother every few hours. Who has forgotten themselves? No Ouija boards in the house except the poems. A risk I'm willing to take. Is it enough to say, I want to incorporate you? Your rhythms, I notice. The leading scholar of my lover's shifting. I look for your contours over time, friend. Sorry for not recognizing you. If it breaks your smile's posture, in C, I grasp. for miles. That microcosm, glacial series of introductions which let me believe I needed crutches, mad long, haunting my haunts, God and dog. TV emits, holy experience, overhear the show, think it's satiric, with skill sets, cute dogs that can do tricks, zipped up into a body. A herd of awful poodles, teeth like unreadable text, has infiltrated paradise with aid from the U.S. A successful coup of the Trinity. New posturing of the monopoly. I felt your labor and it saddened me. Ugliness, your solemn cause. My crew ignores from a distance. In briar, brush, and thicket. Weird math runs our lives. Poets put off these problems. May I never be an illusionist in a thicket like this. May my friends never feel bad around my poems.
Thank you, Claire. Mine eyes flake with unexploded impact. Mine eyes infiltrate jellied tank towns, power-walking, well-heeled graft along sweat-banded, loopy beachheads. Mine eyes climb, hand over hand, collateral pig's foot caked camel spit in the Pentagon's pool. Mine eyes elope with pack rats, reckless shuttlecocks are mine eyes. Mine eyes infiltrate jelly tank towns. Mine eyes field strip jackets, whisker-combed, ambulatory, undeloused starvation buffer bubs of trench flag bridges downed. Mine eyes have seen shroudy captives file down choked dune tides that bind. Mine eyes align beloved warps, click beetle below bellowing hypno-stipulative pushovers, registrating duality crest bled fellows. Mine eyes are incandescent, lusty fleas, procreants, witnesses swallowed by the sword. Mine eyes hourglass, nay-knowing clover leaves. Mine eyes herald the new moon's cry. Mine eyes lock headlong, baggy and bonnetless. Mine eyes have seen shroudy captives file. Mine eyes muster the tar pit's babble, They savor lies seasoned and enshrined. Mine eyes are locked, headlong, baggy and bodiless. Consensus swept support nodes, giddy on dire, world caught love. Mine eyes, war, horish ado, and anon.
Your call is very important to us. Please stay on the line and a representative will be with you shortly. Never mind the corpse, stiff cold tart. It's time for new skin. Become a revolutionary, a poet, a mystic, you raspberry, you red Marx, Bret Easton Ellis, Anna Kavan, convulsively, until the noose again snaps, your neck again, never mind, it's all again. Apollo inflamed quiver dart, pointed straight at target's center. Clean kill, assault rifle free with purchase. Compostable coffins beneath styrofoam gravestones, freshly painted. Here is the marker, AI. We no longer see real from fake scenarios or cabbage patches. Back to the universe we fell from, all oars pull toward the sun, unless forget to pay the toll and breathe. Sunlight hitting empty parking lot. The room is empty and the window is open. Charles Simic. Spotless, vacant, 3 arrows pointing right. Police tape, chalk drawing, body, marked the dead. This is your final destination. Doors opening. Watch your step move to the center of the doors closing. Doors closing. Silence interrupted by a cacophony of birds. Continue. Packet of oatmeal. Talking head CD scratched. Skipping on the words peanut butter. Hallway closet overfull with pandemic masks. Plastic water bottles line the curb. No people. No people. Standpipe red arrow points up to the empty blue sky. No people. No people. Pyrex ad reads, "Time is running out." Too late.
Call the hearth at home, friendly fire. Call the cold hours starlight, friendly fire. And while friendly fire's everywhere and forever, this fire reaps and prays, this fire lights both ways. Call the cries of babes, friendly fire. Call the pain of birth, friendly fire. And while friendly fire's everywhere and forever, this fire gives and takes away. This fire leaps and falls both ways. Call our threaded looms, friendly fire. Call our darkened room, friendly fire. And while friendly fire's everywhere and forever, this fire flays and it slays. This fire weaves both ways. Call grasses when they sway, friendly fire. Call fireflies in their dance, friendly fire. And while friendly fire's everywhere and forever, this fire burns where it braves. This fire churns both ways. Call lakes when they shine, friendly fire. Call waves when they break, friendly fire. And while friendly fire's everywhere and forever, this fire aches and it craves. This fire bathes both ways. Call the morning star, friendly fire. Call the setting sun, friendly fire. While friendly fire's everywhere and forever, this fire sleeps within the blaze. This fire wakes both ways. Call the comet's tail, friendly fire. Call the new moon silver, friendly fire. And while friendly fire's everywhere and forever, while friendly fires everywhere and forever, while friendly fires everywhere and forever.
It's all hot on my back. My pettiness, a bull rushes. What looks like dark mass is red dust, wishing green moss out of the sand. Something is in me I don't understand till I'm pushed up against police. Inhabiting body. Taking care of body. Moving around a body. Something explained only through my body on a plane. How I range. how I choose to move across spaces. Locked in a room, I hear the building, its narrative through the night. Tiny pockets of air not being breathed. How beautiful. This cough would give us up if we were here hiding. Predict the effects of loneliness on the body. Study this powerful gesture with motivation. The hardest thing is off the page. Deciding to go on. Outrunning authority figures. If they catch me here, and my breathing's heavy, then I will know the limits. Till then, I range, navigating even when I forget how to stand. My hips forget childbearing, they cave in. Felt my body sweat. Pinpoint of breach, easy. Knowing the building, its limbs, how they stretch, which doors make what noises when opened. Has any security guard felt a ghost that was really me, thinking of breeze through a window? Why would I be scared when I know how to stand up well and in a variety of ways? The questions I'm not prepared to field. That nausea of open territory. I like to see lights where they're not supposed to be on at witching hours. I hope to God there are rooms you passed, not knowing I was in them.
race the line. You need to get away for a day, and so do I after the summer we've had. Her thumb runs along narrow, chromed plastic embellishments on the steering wheel. She does not smile. I can tell she's trying hard to sound enthusiastic, and I want to appreciate it. I want any feeling, to be honest, but instead I'm cold, numb as masonite. My mother is bursting at the seams, and I'm watching her stitching begin to give. If we hurtle past Brooksville, it'll be good for you to spend some time with Robbie. It's been a few years. He always loved running around that big farm with him. I consider opening the door and rolling to freedom down the embankment, lining the double A. It would do nothing good, and so the door stays shut. Anyways, we haven't been to Aunt Dana's in such a long time. There is no Dana, I think, and that makes me smile enough to satisfy her. The casual way you point at rocks in the creek and how your voice doesn't waver when you say, "That's where we found my dad," tells me we're not made of the same stuff. You put your arm across my shoulders and add, "You probably don't want to talk about it. Sorry to hear about your brother, bub." The arm helps. I imagine water rushing over your father's eyes and cold sheets over and around his body, the bottom of his faulty boot, his wet flannel shirt. What was it like? Your eyebrows raise like an adult's and you blow air. It sucked. Gets a little better. Different. It's real different. We do not talk about our dead anymore after that. It is alarming in the same way any gun is to any head, that it is Robbie playing click, 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 click. This makes me feel protected, as if Russian roulette on training wheels is old hat for him. It's unloaded. Now you. I can only muster a couple trigger pulls pointed away from myself toward the shed window. The sharp feeling of the gun's dry report in my palm walks with me as we spill back into the woods to find deer sheds and reset snares. I listen to the creek rush and we steady ourselves with narrow adolescent cottonwoods as we descend the hill. The sun shines through the leaves and an insectile chorus greets us, and I feel the sting of the revolver in my hand. I'll remember it forever. The high hem of your pants as we scare the chickens in the backyard unlocks a joy in me. Bunched denim gathers at your knees. You hold a rooster above your head, victorious. Want to see a trick? You stroke the bird's neck, gives to your hands, undulates while his head does not move, as if it's the axis upon which we all depend. You bring him to the ground, stroking still. His feathers shine in the evening sun. We're going to hypnotize him, you say. Sometimes we do this so it's easier to cut their heads off. The chicken stares, and so do we. His eyes are pygmy marbles, and he doesn't seem to breathe. I hold a dried peach pit in my hand and run my thumb over its wrinkled edges and valleys. I'm struck by the way you draw a line in the dirt from his beak to the horizon, by the way the chicken is transfixed. Chop, you mimic with the blade of your hand. Want to wake him up? Erase the line. I do. I'm struck by the chicken's speed and by the violence its beak is capable of. I'm struck by our own speed in running to the house and by the way you bandage me in your bathroom. Cold water runs over my knuckles and you scrub soap into my wound, repeating, "Please don't tell my mom," under your breath. This is the last time I tease an animal. I count to the rhythm of amber light over my closed eyes and can hear landscapes in the backdropped sheets of sound. Our mother plays the Commodores and taps on the steering wheel. This polyrhythm is what I juggle on the drive home, principally to forget. The night is cold and you aren't coming back, but Mom and I are here together, remembering you. She pretending wordless that it's all behind us, and me pretending to sleep. There is no sleep, and there is no leaving you behind, not even for a minute. Some days it feels like you were never even here, and that's a shame. It's a shame we have to figure out a way to leave you behind. Some days, shame is all there is. The days when you visit are good. Please come more often.
Unrehearsed. Completely unrehearsed. Oh, God. What am I putting myself into? Guitar retard. Skin club goddess and power garden women scream through a sad orb. Dream winter light, swim chain, read the lippery sky, moan, chant, pant. Dream me, ask rain girl, these black urges ache like music. Iron, lazy beat in blood forest. Love is a smeary red need. Cool egg vision, run wastewater from the sun, moan, chant, pant. Prescott tweezers, TV love flood. Next peach diamond who rusts, moan, chant, pant. Ship cooked wanted knife, drowned two milks, moan, chant, pant. Leave the boiled ass be. Head pedal produces fluff, language for bed, beneath sheet whispers, moan, chant, pant. Live the true suit, string plucked string, wall smashed troubadour, bootleg and drag we fall atop in fits, giggling, snorting messes. Moan, chant, pant. Love of some enormous sausage worship. Heave some breast, take her shadow, stare wind, drive void, time lake, arm lather, watch my moon go so, finger my honey. None of her is an easy trip. Park 'em by the window, lust tone rocking, sandy summer ocean, salty memories. Stop, cry after. Sun shadow swirls on white door, Lancaster. Monotone waves lapping against shoreline shrinking. Precision devoid of blood makes no sound but for. Monotone waves lapping against shoreline shrinking. Precision devoid of blood makes no sound but for. Monotone waves lapping against shoreline shrinking. Precision devoid of blood makes no sound but for. Monotone waves lapping against shoreline shrinking. Precision devoid of blood makes no sound but for.